Well, as you guys probably know, this country, New Zealand, was hit by a terrorist attack last week, exactly a week ago today. So I just want to just blurb out a few thoughts about that, because it's still a crazy thing for this country. That this country is generally one that the only thing you can say is that things are nice and, you know, it's a peaceful place and it seems totally separated from all the craziness of the world. And yeah, there's a little bit of naivety around that, because yeah, sure, we've got some crime, we've got domestic violence, there's pockets of racism and things, but when we look overseas we think, man, we are so lucky that we're nowhere near as bad as that. So when that sort of thing just suddenly appears on our doorstep, that someone comes from overseas, sees that we're a soft target and kills 50 people, that is just it's a shocking thing for us. And you know, it's one of those moments where you know the country can't actually be the same, because you know, when you've never had something like that happen in the country, going to, from now on we can't say that it has happened, and it is a really strange thing to have to come to terms with. And I think everybody here has been going through all sorts of emotions, you know, going from shock and confusion, sadness, anger, guilt, whatever, you know, there's just absolute rainbow of things that go through your mind. So it's been quite amazing to see the reaction of the population, the fact that it has actually again brought people together, and not in a negative way. It's not rallying in an angry sort of way that you see in some places, where it immediately turns to blame and all this nastiness comes up. This is what I've seen so far. It is really just a feeling of support for the people who have been hurt, a real good sort of sharing with the Muslim community and all other people as well. That's the thing, it hasn't purely been focused on pitying the people who, you know, the families of the people who are killed and all the people affected. It is something much bigger than that, and I really hope that develops into sort of part of the culture of this country, which is what, you know, we pride ourselves on. That's what we expect anyway, is an acceptance of everyone. Take people as who they are. Don't put big labels on people. One of the interesting things in the way things are unfolding at the moment is you often see overseas the media jumping on all sorts of bandwagons and trying to push certain things, and you know, sometimes it really doesn't seem helpful what they do, but the media in this country quickly got together and agreed on how they were actually going to approach this story. And yeah, as the whole thing was unfolding, they were releasing all sorts of details and talking about who the person was who did it. But during one of the speeches, our Prime Minister said she is not going to refer to the person by name. She's never going to mention his name. And the media, all the major media, I'm sure there's some people around who aren't following the same courtesy, but all of the major media things, they are not mentioning his name either. They are not posting any pictures of him anymore. They are not giving him any sort of grandstand. And it sounds as well like the court appearance and things is going to be completely closed, no cameras, no other way for the city to become a celebrity in their weird, rubbish little world. So that is a really good tool to shut people down and just not give voice to that sort of hatred. And that has been really pleasant to see, that the media, as well as other people, have actually taken a sensible approach to this. And of course, one of the things that perhaps almost immediately with the news of the shooting was how helpless you feel, not actually being there to be able to help people in any way, and the fact there's nothing you can do that will actually change events or make things better. You can't bring people back from the dead. It wasn't until late on the Friday night that I realised there was actually something I could do that was positive, and doesn't require a huge amount of computer knowledge, but I started trawling the internet for places that were supporting the gunman and sharing his video and his manifesto and things like that, and reporting the website. If it was a reputable website, they normally have a way to contact the web admin or have a way to report content that's being put on their site, so I could follow that path. If the whole site looked dodgy, there are a number of places that you can report this sort of stuff to. I was reporting things to the police and to the internal affairs, which turned out to be the correct place to go. But also overseas, you can report stuff to the FBI or police forces in whatever country the site was based in. But as well, you could do a whois lookup on the website's domain, find out where they're having their thing hosted, and as well, if they look like a reputable place, contact them and say what is actually going on the website, because 99% of the time it is a breach of their agreement. So you can have the domain blocked or have the site hosting revoked. So that's something which is easy to do, and I encourage other people to just take some simple steps like that. Just, you can do that even off your phone, sitting in front of the TV. If there's something objectionable, something hateful, especially this situation, people sharing a video of someone murdering 50 people, there is absolutely no way that that is something that people want to see. No sane person should want to watch a video of 50 people getting murdered. And I know people have said, oh, but free speech. There is nothing about that is free speech. That is just promoting murder. So obviously I get a little bit angry at that sort of thing, but that's good. That has kept me going for a week doing this, tracking down these people. I've also done a few other things, like making use of the Twitter API to scan these people's Twitter feeds, find out what sort of stuff they're saying, what sort of stuff they're sharing, who they're sharing them with, and be able to crawl through all of their followers and the people that they're following and scan all their stuff. And you quickly start building the picture of some of these extremist groups, and you can filter out the people. That's the thing with Twitter, like, people will just follow anyone who's followed them, so not everybody who's associated with these extremists is an extremist themselves. But you can filter them out, and some of those people are quite good at hiding their identities, but then other people that they're associated with aren't so good, and some of them give enough information to identify who those other people are. So as I've been going through building up some of these lists of people, and God, there's some horrible stuff that's being discussed on the internet, I'll tell you, that has been depressing. But as I've found and identified some of these people who are obviously out for violence, and forward that onto the authorities as well. You know, it's knocking out websites is one thing, but if you can take those individuals out, or at least put them on the radar, which the killer in Christchurch wasn't on any radar, but these other people, if we can put them on some sort of radar, then we'll be able to deal with this problem. And I don't want you to think that I am trying to stop any expression of opinion. I'm certainly not trying to bring things down that way. People can say and believe what they want, but when people start crossing that line into promoting violence against people in the community, so this event really did expose some shortcomings in the gun rules in this country, and I think that surprised a number of people in this country. We didn't realise how bad some of the rules were. The fact that on a basic gun licence you can get a semi-automatic rifle. You know, it's not, you can't get a lot of the stuff that you can in America, but still we're thought that a lot of those loopholes have been closed. But the government has come out and said that they are going to ban all semi-automatics, all automatic weapons, all large magazines, ban anything that can turn a rifle into an automatic or semi-automatic or near automatic weapon, and all sorts of measures like that they are going to be putting in. It's going to take a couple of weeks for it to be written into law, but they've already put on immediate restrictions on a lot of these things as well. So it's going to be interesting seeing how all those things shake out and what overseas lobby groups start trying to get a foothold in this country to push their cause. Okay, so I probably just rambled on a bit too much there, but I guess the main thing is just get on with each other, love one another, accept one another, get out and experience life, enjoy life as much as you possibly can. Because if you're enjoying life, you're less likely to be concerned about any of these niggly things and let them develop into the sort of hatred that these people have. Get out and travel, experience other cultures, realise that there's no such thing as a bad culture, because a bad culture wouldn't have survived. So there is something valuable in every culture, and the more you get to know the people from those cultures, the more you realise the differences are pretty small. People all have the same wants and needs, and if you hear someone talking in a hateful way, a way that is just more extreme than the situation warrants, ask them to stop. You know, you don't need to put yourself into harm's way doing it, but have a chat to them and let them know that what they're saying isn't right. They don't need to feel the way they are. Some of these people may just be in a group of people and they just keep talking in a certain way and it just builds up and they are just used to it. So let them know that it's not the way the rest of us think. See if there's ways that we can diffuse the anger and whatever else goes through these minds. After all of that's been said, please don't think anything less of New Zealand. I think we're just as friendly, just as welcome, just as open. It's just that we've had our innocence taken from us now. But I believe we're still one of the safest places to travel in the world. Okay, let's end it there. I think you've probably heard more than you really care. So I'll start trying to get things back to normal and do a few more road trip style videos. And we'll try and enjoy life together on the bike. 2 wheels of freedom. That's a good way to solve the world's problems. See you later.